Take a look at this.
Oh yeah,
This recipe looks real tasty.
Scout ship.
Okay, how are we doing? We're going in here. This is where we originally came from, right? This is the weird way that nobody went. Yeah. Okay. So I want to go the other way. She's done.
One of my specialties. I don't think we have a chance.
Weakness, neutral, and water. Weak to martial arts. Magilu's gonna be really strong here. Okay. I don't have any hardware scope. Hopefully we're getting one soon then. I don't really know. Okay. They did fatigue. We have a fatigue, yes. He does fatigue.
I'm finished.
Doesn't start doing
This
fire
island
then.
reeks with malevolence.
I imagine it's emanating from all the big old
We're
demons
going
roaming
on
about.
resistant to Earth. Yeah, that's alright.
Killing flash! But I'm this close, I won't miss! Form zero! Jade wave!
You really do have a peculiar air about you.
Okay. Let's go this way.
I don't think we have a chance.
Flame Witch, weakness, water, weak to martial arts.
Double haze! See this? Armor pressure! Smash them! Go last! Pressure! Eat it! You're wide open! For three! Pressure! Eat it! How's that?
Have a nice trip.
Pressure! Stop! See this? Stop!
Oh,
Eat it! Forget the pain! Move! Quickness! Pressure! Eat it! How's that? You're wide open!
easy dodge.
Double haze! Guys like beguile!
I should probably use that more.
Another victory.
I think the block's correct.
Hey, it's you again.
Ah, I'm so busy. I'm so busy I can't even notice what's going on around me.
You're not fooling anybody. Why bother?
I was hoping to not have to deal with yous guys. Whenever I run into yous, I always lose so much monies.
Because Velvet always forces unreasonable demands on you?
Oh, Miss Exorcist, your concern warms my little turtle's heart.
I'm not forcing anything. I just think he's trying to take advantage of us by fixing his prices well above market rate.
Price fixing? As in deliberately marking up items so as to take advantage of the less fortunate? I was under the impression that the Abbey strictly forbade such unscrupulous business tactics.
Ah! Perish the thought, Miss. Our accounting is always above board. 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. No matter when's and no matter where's, you can get whatever you needs for the same fair price.
That's good to hear. Eleanor, give the nice turtles that smile he so desires.
I'm sure running a business is hard work. Hang in there.
Much obliged.
What do we got? Good. Nice. Ooh. I'm gonna grab one of those. You have 28 of these things? Okay, I should probably possibly get rid of one. I actually use this squid often. Some foods. Yeah. Okay. We have a bit of these. Hmm. That should be good.
You're strong, but I'm stronger. Pressure! Hurricane! No escape! No escape! Pressure!
Look what I found!
That's good. Quickness! Illusory veil! Tremble! Not good! Tremble! Not good!
Oh, come on. I'm just getting stunned.
Forget the pain and move! Double hate! Quickness! Forward! Hurricane! Pressure! Hold up! Pressure! Eat it! Jade way! Pressure! It's the Turn! Let's go! Step! Deception! Scaring flash! But I'm this close! I want this! Form zero! Trigger! One hit! Hurricane! Hurricane! No escape! Hurricane!
Come on, put up some fight, okay? From the way you were talking, it seemed like you had an idea of who was behind the riot. What happened here?
I'd think someone in your position would know.
There were reports of a large riot, but I was caught up in chasing you, so I heard little else.
It was a small affair, really. Velvet Rokuro and I were being held on this island. Velvet instigated the other prisoners to riot so that we could escape.
She used the prisoners?
Yeah. You'd expect different from me.
How did
You know,
it end?
if I didn't know what you were talking about, that sentence would look very weird.
But if that was the case, then where did all the exorcists go?
I know Oscar left to report the incident, but the other guards should have remained at their posts.
Well, if they didn't flee, we have to assume they were all killed.
By this headless knight, perhaps? Well, no sense losing our heads, I suppose. But it looks like we're in for a heck of a fight.
All we have to do is mop up anyone who's left. What was it called? Venomization, right? The dark ritual of making demons feed on each other to birth stronger ones.
Eisen, how many demons does the ritual require?
It's more a matter of quality than quantity. Stronger demons mean more powerful malevolence.
The ritual mixes the victor's malevolence with that of the devoured, creating a terrible, bloodthirsty monster. You see, the newfound
Yeah,
power
that
comes
just
at
makes
a
it
great
sound
cost.
even weirder.
With it, the victor's last vestiges of self-control are stripped away.
So it's something even more than a monster. A seething ball of pure power and malevolence.
Roguro, don't tell me you're considering it for yourself.
Of course I am. I'll consider anything that could make me stronger.
You cannot be serious!
What's there to be so surprised about? Oh, look at Velvet. She's already eaten countless demons.
You're ridiculous!
He's right. If it helps me find my vengeance, I don't care.
Velvet? Wait, are you really going to do it?
Relax, it's not gonna happen. Becoming a monster wouldn't bother me. But when I defeat my rival, I have to be myself for it to mean anything. It's the same for Velvet.
It is?
Besides, if I kill a previous victor of the ritual, I'll have proved myself strong enough not to need the extra power.
You're ridiculous. I'm finished.
A foe worth killing.
See this? Shooting star!
Now, rise! Arise! Ascending angels! Easy peasy!
No escape! Bubble!
What's
He lives
this?
on the
Are we
island
done
where the
already?
these medals. Doesn't make it sound any less weird. Instant installation of I'm sure you could keep going. Doesn't mean you should though.
I'm finished.
You're strong, but I'm stronger. Shooting star! Shooting star! Not good. See this? Well, that's not good. See this? Double hit! Next!
When did he go down?
Bubble 4! Windlash! First Jade Way! See this? Bubble! Windlash! Tremble! No escape! Double hit! Pressure! Tremble! Hurricane! Shooting star! Wind double hit! Pressure! Eat it! Not good! Double hit! Hurricane! Eat it! Bubble! Jade Way! Deception! No escape! Eat it! Bubble! Windlash! Tremble! Windlash! No escape! Pressure! Eat it! Jade Way! Windlash! Wide open! Deception!
It was a close one, but I am the victor.
Back in the water. Probably down tools. Maybe right. Would make sense.
Food's ready. It's nothing special.
Yep.
The Headless Knight!
He must be the product of the venomization.
Well, he definitely looks vicious enough.
Not as vicious as our Velvet, though.
Okay, what do we got? Weakness, neutral, water, armored, undead, resistant to fire. Mine. First one is okay. Okay. I'm dead. Dead. Eh.
Where's his voice even coming from?
I don't know. Look inside.
Better watch your step!
See this? See this? No escape! Smash them! No escape! Hold up! Hold up! Hurricane!
Better watch your step!
It's up there! Hold up! No escape! See this? Overcrush them! See this? Deception! For three! Eat it! Bubble! Wind knife! Deception! Hurricane! Deception! Deception! Restart! Pull out! Double hit! Up! Hold wide open! Burn! Watch it! Hold on! No escape! Sky's like Macau! Give way! Eat it! Bubble! Wind knife! Double hit! Hurricane! See this? Deception! Eat it! Bubble! Wind knife! No escape! For five!
No.
Pressure! Pressure! No escape! Double haze! Pressure! For right! Forget the pain and move! Hurricane deception! See this? Pressure! Pull out! No escape! Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem!
Well, that takes care of that.
Thing's not right.
Yeah.
That was easy.
I feel something again!
More malevolence?
No, another Earth Pulse point. It must be on this island.
I sense it too. It's very close.
Why do you think we were
Directly
being kept
underneath
there?
us, I would guess.
Velvet Zotharian too. She was feeding you.
What is this place?
Welcome to the most secure cell in the entire complex. The darkest hole in Titania. Feel anything, Laphicet?
Yeah, I think this is the Earth Pulse point. If this cell is where the Earth Pulse point is, then does that mean it housed a Therian?
Yeah. And a real hungry one at that. Every day, they would toss demons into its cell. It would devour its fill, then wipe the blood from its lips. Never once realizing, it was delivering to Inominat the malevolence of hundreds of demons and prisoners. And then one day, there appeared before it a female Moloch, who shattered the barrier and freed the Therian from its cage. But the Therian knew no mercy, and it devoured its liberator. And it was then... It was then I obtained the power. The power to avenge my brother.
Velvet, you're a Therian?
Exactly.
This prison island was a feeding ground for the Therian, harnessing the malevolence created by the prisoners within.
But because Velvet escaped, the malevolence went out of control.
Wow, the same darn thing that happened back in Kamoana's village.
Lord Artorias would never have done such a thing.
No? What's so unbelievable? That he used his wife's brother as a human sacrifice? That he imprisoned his wife's sister? Because that's what your damned holy shepherd did! All to get his hands on Inominat's power!
I'm sure he had a reason for...
A reason? To spare the world of its pain? Don't give me that! Who will spare my brother's pain? Who will soothe my brother's despair? He murdered my little brother Luffy! And you'll stand there and tell me it was for the greater good? At any rate, that's one less Therian for us to track down.
Velvet.
Help! Eleanor!
Kamoana?
What? Did Velvet yell at you so hard you're starting to hear voices now?
I have a feeling something's wrong. Kamoana could be in danger. But we already beat the Headless Knight. I still can't shake this feeling. Please, let's go back and check on them.
Oh, no, wait. First we gotta do our expedition.
Take a look at this.
That I have the worst luck with. Still.
Eye of newt and mush.
Scout ship setting sail.
Still no luck with it. No, I'm good. Oh wait, no, that was down. Never mind. I thought that was in the middle.
So, Velvet is a Therian, is she? I knew there was something off about her.
But it's what she cried out that's really on my mind. Laphicet, is Velvet truly Lord Artorias' younger sister?
She never told me.
If it were true, I suppose it would explain her knowledge of Lord Artorias' training.
If you're so curious, why not ask her yourself? Hey, Velvet, what's your connection to Artorias?
Rokuro, have some tact!
I heard you whispering. Doesn't bother me. Artorias was married to my late sister, Celica. He was our brother-in-law. We lived together for more than 10 years.
That does explain a few things.
So he sacrificed his little brother and turned his sister into a Therian.
But you were his family.
To his view of the grand scheme, family is inconsequential. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. All he did was act according to his ideal logic. Well,
He knows it's
enough
true
chit-chat.
too.
Let's get moving.
So it turns out that Velvet is a Therian who consumes malevolence.
And too much malevolence is what changes people into demons. Strong enough malevolence can persist after the person who created it dies, turning their corpse or spirit into a raging monster. That's how undead and phantom demons come about.
Then the demons Velvet killed turned back into humans because she devoured their malevolence.
Yeah, and consequently, they avoided becoming undead or anything like that.
So she saved them. Well, I mean, a corpse is a corpse, of course.
Do you think she could devour only the malevolence and turn a living demon human again?
Unfortunately, that's impossible due to malevolence's self-reinforcing nature. When Therians are connected to Enominat through an Earth Pulse point, they seem to be able to absorb small concentrations of malevolence from the surrounding area, and inhibit the creation of new demons. But any human who builds up enough malevolence to turn into a demon will keep producing malevolence as long as they live.
That's right. To devour any malevolence, I need to cut it off at the source. That's how my powers work.
Velvet, I'm sorry.
I don't mind it. Actually, I find it convenient. This way, I'll never forget my hatred for Artorias.
Plus, as long as you stay away from an Earth Pulse point, you get to keep the power of any malevolence you consume.
Fuel for my hatred, yes.
Yeah, that's not exactly the best thing, but yeah, she knows it's true.
Food's ready.
Let's see if he has anything different. Featherlight. Vulnerability for 3 seconds at the start of battle. Special quick step. Okay. Sword. Okay. Looks good.
That was Kamoana!
I think that's the Headless Knight. I was gonna say, we should just jump down. Thank goodness.
You really came
promise, sweetheart.
A headless knight and a horse demon.
Headless horse
It's
demon.
giving off a ton of malevolence.
This must be the true survivor of the venomization process.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it! The dying exorcist lady wasn't saying Headless Knight is back. She was going for Headless Knight on horseback.
Whatever the case, we'll fight whoever we have to claim this island.
Yeah, he looks much stronger. Shoot. I'm gonna have to use Velvet, I think. Yeah, I have to use Velvet instead of... equipment. Seriously, you don't have... come on. Into the flight, please. Is it armored? I don't know if that... no, it's not worth it. I wish I had that bastard. Know what I'll be using.
Now I can't help but wonder how the horse is named.
Get close and look if you're that curious.
Eat it! Deception! Hurricane! No escape! Too slow! Eat it! For five! Pressure! Armor pressure! Let's go! Eat it! How's that? Armor pressure! Double hit! No blast! Eat it! Protect the state and move! Deception! Quickness! Double hit! Breathe in! Blast them! No blast! See this? Good!
Is it absorbing it?
Hurricane! Deception! Hurricane! Eat it! See this? Gave way! Double haze! Double haze! Double haze! Wind blast! Eat it! Double haze! Deception! Pummel! Wind blast! Gave way! Eat it! Pummel! Wind blast! Pressure! No escape! No escape!
What in the world?
Pressure! Pretty strong! Armor pressure! Pressure! Deception! Pressure! No escape! See this? Too slow! Armor pressure! See this? No escape! Smash them! No blast! Pressure! Eat it! Hurricane! See this? Wind blast! Blades of wind!
No.
Pressure! Deception! Armor pressure! Hope this works! Armor pressure! Double haze! Go! Hold out! No escape! Deception! Deception! Pressure! Shooting star! Hold up! Pressure! Good!
Stop stunning me.
Double haze! No escape! Shooting star! No escape! Hold up! See this? No escape! It's right! Too slow! For one! See this? Deception! Hurricane!
Oh, come on.
I can heal the wound, but I can't heal the pain!
Let's go! For three! Good! Armor crusher! Hold up! Too slow!
Look what I found!
No escape! Deception! Too slow! Armor crusher! Shooting star!
Well, at least I could just keep doing this.
Paint the town red!
Deception! For two!
You just keep dropping them or no?
Double haze! See this? Too slow!
I can heal the wound, but I
That's not much different.
No escape! For five! For two! Hey, caution!
No, not cool.
Double haze! See this? Hold stop! Hold stop! Pressure! Eat it! Pummel! Deception! Wind line! Hurricane! Good!
Wow.
Shooting star! Let's go! Too slow! Deception! Hurricane!
I can heal the wounds, but I
Shooting
can't
star!
heal the pain!
Deception! Deception! Wind line! See this? Armor crusher! Hold up!
Look what I found!
Eat him! Hurricane! See this? Let's go! Deception!
I can heal the wounds, but I can't heal the pain!
Step! Double haze! No escape! Shooting star! No escape! Armor crusher! Smash them! Good! Pressure! Eat it! Hurricane! Wind line! Deception!
He does not stay stunned long.
Good! Armor crusher! Eat it! How's that? Shooting star! Pressure! How's that?
I can heal the wounds, but I can't heal the pain!
Armor crusher! Quickness! No two!
I can heal the wounds, but I can't heal the pain!
Shooting star! Good! Pressure! Good! See this?
Look what I found!
Hurricane!
Go there! I can heal the wounds, but I can't heal the pain!
Armor crusher! Good! Hold up, Berseria! Eat it! Bubble! Wind light! You're wide open! Bird! Shooting star! Eat it!
Ow.
Gave way!
I got that. I think that. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Wind light! Pressure! Nice one! See this? Eat it! Punch! Hold up! Killing flash! But I'm this close! I won't miss! Form zero! Sucker!
Okay, that hit both.
Double haze! Hold up! Rumble! Let's go! Deception! I can heal the wounds, but I can't Rumble! Ready for it! Smash them! Hold up! Armor crush! Deception! Pressure! Eat it! I can heal the wounds, but I can't feel the pain! There it is! Pressure! No escape! Smash them! They're wide open! Bird! Die or be killed! Pressure! That's what I found! Like you! See this? Pressure! Blast step! Wind light! Pressure! Eat it! Pressure! Shooting star! Pressure! Blast step! Hold up! Pressure! Eat it! Hold up! Pressure! Armor pressure! Deception! Wind light! Hurricane! See this? Pressure! Hold up! Hurricane giving way! Hold up! Let's go! See this? See this? Eat it! How's that? Guys like beguile! Illusory man! Eat it! Pressure! Pressure! Under pressure! Wide open! Bird! Die or be killed!
Wow, he had a lot of resistance.
That's venomization, all right. Definitely
How's it
stronger
going,
than that headless
Bluriel?
lump of armor.
I beg your pardon?
Not you.
The demon from the villa?
I
No,
thought
look!
so.
It's absorbing the malevolence. It's a Therian.
Actually, that hawk is Griffin, my one and only friend.
A damned Therian.
Oh gosh, all that
so
chocobo
that's what
stuff.
Tabitha meant when she said we'd find out shortly.
But your highness, why do you have a Therian?
It's like I said, Griffin
going
has
well
been
for
my
me.
dear friend ever since I was a child. Even if he's a Therian now, that hasn't changed.
So you knew you were helping a Therian escape. What are you plotting?
I have no plots or schemes. I just want Griffin to be free.
I guess we shouldn't be surprised. The Crown Prince and future king, he's gonna do whatever he likes.
I suppose I am at that. But if I am, it's the first time I've ever been allowed a choice of my own. When you're a prince, you're not a person. You're an institution, one designed to serve the state and its people. Say, for instance, you're doing your law studies and your back suddenly itches. What do?
I mean, I'd scratch it. Who wouldn't?
When I did that, my tutor gave me a whipping so hard the blood ran down my back. The reason being that I prioritized a personal feeling, that is to say my itch, over my studies in service of the state. Seeing Griffin lay claim to the skies let me imagine my own freedom. It was my lone solace over the years. But then, he turned out to be responsive to Innominat's power.
I take it the Midgand royal family is well aware that the Abbey is creating Therians.
Of course. How could we not? The kingdom offers unequivocal support to Shepherd Artorias' vision of reason and will. Even so, if there was one thing I could never permit, it was seeing Griffin locked up and unable to fly. Never. I tricked the Exorcist on guard and disabled the barrier. But then Griffin attacked the Exorcist and killed him.
That's why you said you could never go back.
They can overlook a single dead exorcist, but with a Therian removed, malevolence will engulf the capital.
I knew full well what I was doing. And yet... I couldn't watch my
I wonder what
friend's
the
life
capital
be
looks
stripped
like
away.
now.
Your Highness.
He chose a single bird over the world.
Boy with the nice voice.
Why do you think
Like-
that birds fly?
50 of them is what you think.
That's what Lord Artorias asked me.
My anatomy book says birds can fly because their bones are light and their wing muscles are enormously strong.
Birds fly because a bird that cannot fly is no bird at all. That's what I think.
I like his answer.
I understand now. As long as you remain on this island, you may do as you please. But if you try to escape, I'll kill you.
That should work. This way we'll have him on hand if we ever need a hostage.
Understood. I appreciate you letting Griffin and me stay here.
Well, now that that's taken care of, let's build ourselves a hideout.
Oh, Lucas. That one. I just got 2 Armstrongs. Okay. It's plus 1 maximum BG characters or equipment that has been enhanced. Find total of 15 or more times. I'm gonna have to start doing +3s then.
Hey, Velvet, do you know where Eleanor is?
Wasn't she just playing with you?
Yeah, but then she left. I'm worried because she looked pretty sad. Can you go find her?
Why me? All right, fine. Just don't cry on me, okay? Huh. A most interesting interpretation. What do you make of this part here, then?
Well, if you pronounce it Loney Kyle, then it'd mean midriff, which probably isn't right. Maybe Muse Mila?
Well, that would make this passage read, Pornges are nummy.
Okay. Yeah, that's not right either. What's wrong, Velvet?
Have you seen Eleanor?
No, I haven't. Sorry, I know I'm supposed to watch her.
Just read somewhere where there's more light. You'll hurt your eyes like this.
Okay.
I think we talked to everybody first.
Hey, Rokuro, have you seen Eleanor?
Probably. I don't know. Bit drunk.
Just try not to go overboard.
But man, are we a bunch of screw-ups or what? I mean, We've kidnapped a prince now. They gotta have laws against that. Broke out of prison, flattened Helives, tried to assassinate a shepherd. Hey, how many infractions you think we're on the hook for?
Pardon me for not
Probably.
stopping count. If you don't like it, nobody's forcing you to tag along.
No. I still haven't
No.
repaid my debt to you.
You say that, but you really just want to beat Shigure, don't you?
Whoa, to me, they're both connected. It's a long story.
sounds amazing
but
drunk.
I can tell you if you...
I'll pass.
Well, join me for a drink then?
Can't. I'm 19.
She's 19, boys. Go for it, Bluriel.
Hey, you got any idea where Eleanor is?
No, sorry. I was having a meeting with Benwick and the crew about our
Okay,
search for
so
Are you sure you're okay with putting that off? At this point,
let me
the Abbey doesn't have much
look
reason
at
to
it,
keep him alive.
just to make sure.
Wouldn't you rather look for him than Therians?
I know time is a factor, but we still don't have any decent leads.
Okay, I'm
I think
using
we need to stir up the
Streamlabs
Abbey
as
and see
well.
what shakes loose.
So I
Who better to do
have
that than you?
my
So this works for
Twitch
both of us
connected to my
Never fear.
Streamlabs,
I'm still acting out of self-interest.
and
Besides,
you can take
I
the
freed my
URL
guy so easily.
from inside
He's a strong man.
Streamlabs that shows
It'd
your
take a lot
chat
to bring him
box,
down.
Yeah.
and you can put
I've never
that
seen
as
him flinch
a
from a storm,
separate
no matter how choppy
thing.
the seas.
Where angels fear to tread, as they say.
Which
Probably
is
some of that as
it?
well.
It is. I don't remember which thing it is on OBS. I think it's a browser source. Yeah. I think I put it in as a browser source. Let me... Yeah, it's a browser source. You can also add other things like notifications through that too.
Hey, any idea where Eleanor went?
How should I know? I'm too busy to spare any time worrying about anyone else.
You look pretty distinctly unoccupied to me right now.
Right. I'm busy being unoccupied.
You're... what?
It's simple. When you have free time, it means you're busy trying to avoid having any business to do.
You're too weird for this world, Magilou.
Says the woman with the world's blandest personality.
I always figured you'd be the type to take off as soon as things got hairy. So what keeps you here?
I am utterly, completely, totally, wholly devoid of anything else to do. Which is to say I'm...
Unoccupied.
Right, now you get it. Besides, I have to stick around to see how our bet turns out, don't I?
Do it? Oh wait, that makes it 3, doesn't it? Hey. The only time I get perfects. Check outside. Okay, that'd be a no. I wasn't listening to what Eisen said. Outer path. That would be the other way. You goofy weeaboo. I'm sure that's what he said to Velvet. Stop. Up there? Can't look that high. Let me exit the area. Okay, sheet is up here. I don't know why I thought I could go that way. I don't remember how to get over there. Thinking it? Yeah, maybe I did. Yeah, I just can't do. He didn't go this way. Okay, this looks more promising. There we go.
There you are, Eleanor. Kamoana's worried about you.
You actually came looking for me?
Can't say no to a crying child.
Indeed. She may be a Therian now, but deep down, she's still a lonely little girl. That's something I've come to realize in traveling with you all. Wretched demons and Therians, even the Malakim who'd I'd only thought of as tools. They all live and think as humanly as the rest of us.
Did you connect your Twitch and everything?
I was so... I didn't know what Demon Blight really was, nor what the Abbey was doing.
Hold on.
Through it all, I knew nothing beyond blind belief in whatever I was taught.
Okay.
Ignorance is bliss, as they say.
The coward's path is not that of an exorcist. They may say, I didn't know anything, so I can't be blamed. I can't live like that.
Oh, I totally just reset my thing.
I think I'll stay here a little longer to cool my head off. Please tell Kamoana I'm alright.
Don't stay out too long. The sea breeze can get cold.
Thank you.
Don't get the wrong idea. If you got sick or something, Kamoana and Laphicet would worry. That's all.
You set it as a
I
browser.
have something to say. There's something I've been hiding, until now. I've been acting undercover on a special mission for Lord Artorias. I was to watch over the Malik Laphicet and bring him to Abbey headquarters. So vital was the mission, I was to do whatever it took, even kill my fellow exorcists.
You were gonna take me to them.
I'm sorry for deceiving you, Laphicet. Originally, to get you to lower your guard, then take you in. However, I no longer intend on following the Abbey's orders.
You're turning your back on Artorias?
No. I still believe
And you're
in the
putting
sincerity
stuff in
of
your
Lord
Twitch
Artorias.
chat?
That the world he seeks is one that will benefit all humankind. But nevertheless, I simply cannot bring myself to condone the methods he has chosen to achieve that vision. So... I will help you protect the Therians. Until I discover the answer I seek.
Eleanor!
I want to live a life that I don't have to be ashamed of. And to do that, I have to learn the truth for myself.
Oh no.
So, you live by your emotions after all.
Maybe you found your own creed.
Welcome to our wonderful world of wickedness.
Well, glad
Don't
it works
equate
now.
us. To act in opposition of one's feelings is to act opposed to reason.
You never make things simple, do you?
You should be glad I don't.
Yeah, after all, she's my vessel.
Yes, yes.
No problem, L'Oreal.
So, I think our next order of business is to find ourselves another Therian. Well, that's the extent of my insight. Anyone got any actual leads?
What if we had Eleanor swipe some intel on them from the Abbey? That could work.
I don't know.
It wouldn't work. Officially, the Abbey still considers her a traitor. So who would leak anything to her?
Yeah. Besides, we can't put
Gotta make
Laphicet
your own
in danger
alerts.
like that. And anyway, Eleanor's terrible at being a spy.
Ungracious, but accurate.
You know that special underground cell from yesterday? I want to go back there. There's something I want to try out.
All right, let's go.
Oh, we're here a lot.
Laphicet, I must offer you an apology
What for?
for spying. I was plotting to take you back to the Abbey. I am truly sorry.
It was your mission, wasn't it? Somehow I think I always knew.
You did?
Call it a hunch. Besides, Velvet was really suspicious of you. Whenever you feel you're doing something wrong, you start to sweat a lot. It seemed odd.
How long have you known?
Ever since you became a vessel for me. I think Velvet knew too.
That's quite a shock. I failed completely in my role as a spy. It's pathetic. Shameful, really.
Well, I think it says something good about you.
Huh?
Someone who can't lie well seems like a better person than someone who has an easy time of it.
Thank you, Laphicet. I think you're the better person here.
I wouldn't go that far. Hmm?
What are you doing here, Bienfu?
I was hoping you'd let me join in!
We're in the middle of something important. Please leave us be for now.
I'll be quiet. Just let me hang around, alright?
No.
Afraid not.
Bien! Madame Eleanor is a mealyhead! She's a what?
Laphicet, thank you. I hope we can stay friends.
I hope so too, Eleanor. The exploration of the outer seas is going super well.
Yeah. It's all thanks to you guys chipping in.
Oh, we haven't done all that much.
Well, don't rest on your laurels just yet. Worse things happen at sea, you know. The scouting ship could always get eaten by some giant tentacled horror from the deeps.
Danger's a part of the job. Besides, Ifrid's pirates are all about venturing into the unknown.
I wonder what's still hidden out there for us to find.
Lots of stuff.
Terror Island, for one thing. According to ancient legends, it's an island that moves across the outer seas like a ship.
Really? I've never heard of an island like that.
Nobody knows if it's real or not, which is exactly
means
why
it's
we
real.
have to try and find it ourselves.
Awesome! I can't wait to get to the bottom of this.
Don't get too excited just yet, kiddo. It's good to have enthusiasm and all, but I bet this place is called Terror Island for a reason.
I'm not too worried. Like Eisen said, challenging the unknown is what Ifrid's pirates do, no matter what the risk.
Looks like you've caught the bug too.
Ha, looks like it.
Jeez.
Hey, Bienfu, I have a question for you. I know Magilu likes to call herself a witch and all that, but what is she really?
The obvious guess would be that she's an exorcist, but I don't think I ever saw her name in the roster.
That's not surprising. She is indeed a bona fide dark witch. I should know. I saw one night just how scary she could be. It's enough to keep you awake at night. It was near the crater of a volcano. Above the bubbling magma sat a huge cauldron. Inside the cauldron, a blood-red liquid stickily simmered, boiling in the hellfire heat. When droplets splattered onto Miss Magilu's cheeks, she just cackled and licked it off, and she kept the cauldron boiling for 3 days and 3 nights. What was she making? Strawberry jam.
What? What's scary about that?
I was just getting to the scary part. Instead of using sugar, she put in soy sauce, cooking wine, and liquor. Soy sauce and strawberries? Is that normal? You wouldn't think so, but that contrasted sweetness, sourness, and saltiness actually makes it taste great. Not that someone like you would understand the appeal. You have to have a refined palate like mine to appreciate it.
Wait, I've heard of that. You can boil things in soy sauce and wine to preserve them. When you do it with strawberries, it's called strawberry soup.
That's right!
Actually, strawberry soup has sea urchin and abalone, not strawberries. It's just called that because the sea urchin plumps up like berries. And it's not preserved either.
Really? Well, I had no idea. Wow, I really liked it too. I wonder if the reason she's never made it for me again is because she realized the mix-up. Now that I think about it, that's not the only thing I like that she made one time. Like durian jellies and the candied sweet fish too.
I think I see what's going on here.
What does the food she's made more than once taste like?
It's just normal stuff, like what you guys always have. Only a truly scary witch could hide that much cooking talent behind such plain-tasting food with no one the wiser.
Holy crap, there's more.
I know this smell.
Yeah, it's Prince Percival's fragrant wood perfume. When I told him I'd never smelled it before, he put a little on my sleeve to try it out.
I love the smell of the royal family's perfume. It's distinct, but not overpowering. It's made from Fandaria trees, conifers that grow in a snowy land.
I've noticed that you and Velvet and Magilu smell nice too. Do you all wear the same perfume?
We do? We don't use that stuff, but maybe you're smelling the soap we use.
Oh, can only the royal family wear fragrant wood?
No. Some fragrances, including the Fandaria scented ones, only the royal family can use, but most don't have any such restriction.
If they all smell so good on humans, why doesn't everyone use them?
You know, I've never thought about that. Why do you think that is, Aizen?
It's a bit complicated. To explain it right, I'd have to start with the history of bathing in Midgand. A few hundred years ago, people believed they would die if they took a bath. They were so terrified of baths that they wouldn't even go near one.
I can't believe people would be scared of taking a bath. Why would that even happen?
Well, at the time, a deadly plague was running rampant, and people thought that it could be transmitted through bathwater. Bear in mind that this was all before we had proper plumbing or techniques to purify water. People couldn't just bathe anywhere. Sewers like the one we used to sneak through Logres are a fairly recent construction, only around a century old.
Some people even thought bathing at all was unhygienic.
Right. As bathing went out of style, the royal family started to use these fragrant woods.
Covering up their bad smell with a good one.
Yep. As a result, their perfumes used to be far more potent, to the point where you couldn't even tell if it smelled good anymore.
But nowadays, nobody actually believes that bathing can make you sick, right?
As civilization advanced, plumbing became widespread, and baths themselves became much cleaner fixtures than they used to be.
And the fragrant woods fell out of favor because they were no longer necessary, right?
To the contrary, as the people gained prosperity, the perfumes became a popular display of wealth. The newfound popularity didn't last long, however, thanks to the propagation of a new disease. One that didn't transmit through baths.
Demon blight, you mean?
With the rise of demon attacks, life outside the city walls became increasingly difficult. With fragrant woods now harder to come by, the perfumes once again became the domain of royalty.
I guess that means that fragrant woods share a long and complicated history with plagues.
To cover up the truth of malevolence, the powers that be spread rumors of a demon plague, continuing their time-honored tradition of covering up one stink with another.
So, what do you think of the perfume? Do you like it?
Yeah, it smells nice. But I think I like the smell of soap better.
Huh?
This island is so amazing! It's far away from any other people and has so much hidden stuff underground! It's such a perfect hideout! Just thinking about it makes me so excited to be here!
Can't wait
Yeah,
to see it, Blurrio.
What's wrong? You were so excited to be here before! Don't be such a drag, Laphicet! It's just that this used to be a prison. People were brought here to suffer.
If you're worried about how I feel, don't be. If I really hated this place, I wouldn't have made it my base.
Hell, I was imprisoned here too, but now it's the secret fort I always dreamed of.
I still haven't forgiven the guard who ate all those marron glacés I was sent.
I'll let the past be the past. What part of secret fort are you not getting?
Yeah.
But it can't all be just for fun and games here either.
It's mostly fun and
In order
games.
to maximize the success of our future battles, we need to maintain and improve this base going forward.
This place seems sturdy as it is. Does it really need more work put into it?
Nonsense. This place was built to specialize in holding prisoners. We can make it better suit our needs.
What are you proposing exactly?
Well, I think we need to start with smokescreen generators. They'll be effective against intruders unfamiliar with the layout here. Of course, afterwards we'll have to clean up all the soot, but still.
No thanks.
I think we need something to put out fires. The fire at Helavi's was really scary.
We have Malakim like you who could use water arts, though. If anything happens, you can just put it out.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
What we really need are some secret underground tunnels. If things get too hairy here, we'll need an underground escape route. We can put in hidden doors, and even some fake ones to trick the enemy, too.
We have 2 separate docks. That's good enough.
No enemy is going to attack without taking both docks into consideration. That's why we need to build underground tunnels before anything else.
But we're on an island. You know, surrounded by water. Where would these tunnels even lead to?
Isn't it obvious? We'll dig underneath the sea to another uninhabited island nearby.
But there are no other islands nearby.
If it means getting my tunnels, I'll build an island too.
Are you listening to what you're saying?
It sounds like he's daydreaming to me.
And what's wrong with having some dreams? This is a great opportunity we have here. You guys just don't get it.
It's okay. I get where you're coming from. But they'll never understand. You might as well save your breath.
That was pretty good. That was a lot of cutscenes. Nothing. Yeah, Turtles is gone. I wonder if we can find where the other Earth pulse points are by doing this. Might be what Lafayette was thinking.
We're here. What now?
Well, so I've been thinking about Earth Pulse points. They're where the flow of the Earth Pulse, the Earth's natural forces, are concentrated.
Right. And Inominat is using those points to acquire malevolence and reawaken himself. You seem to have a knack for sensing them out. Once you're close enough, you can even pinpoint their location.
Except, I don't have to be close at all. When we came here yesterday, I felt another place. A place just like this.
Are you saying you can use this Earth Pulse point as a conduit to find the others?
I think so. I don't know how far it works, and I can't say if Etherian will be on the other end.
Still, it'll give us something real to go on. Please, give it a try.
Okay.
Anything?
Yes, I felt it. There are dozens of Earth Pulse points scattered around, but I sensed a few big ones that stood out.
So you can even detect their size.
Yeah, at least I think I can. This island is one of the big ones. There are
What
two more
is
like
he?
it somewhere to the east and the southeast. But I think those are the Warg Forest and the Temple of Palamedes.
Still, that suggests we're more likely to find Therians at the larger Earth Pulse points.
We've got 3 Therians to go. Anything that helps us narrow down our choices is a boon.
Yeah, you've done great work today, Lafayette.
That's for sure. Thank goodness you're here. You're a marvel. One of the wonders of the world, kiddo.
It's not that big of a deal, really.
Time to go raid Bluriel just so we can see what his
Then
stuff's
let's
like.
go Therian hunting. We have an honest-to-goodness lead.
Or dishonest to badness in our case.
Broke again. Still not good enough.
You think it's your swords that are weak? You don't think maybe your body's just stupid tough?
No. If it can't cut me, it's just not good enough. I need stronger materials to make a better sword. I'd love to try orichalcum, but getting that stuff is next to impossible.
Orichalcum. That's the strongest metal in the world, right?
A rare metal that's only been found in ancient ruins, and seldom at that. I've seen fragments of the metal myself, but I've never even heard of a piece large enough to forge into a weapon.
I have. I heard a rumor that a block of orichalcum was discovered in an ancient ruin some 200 years ago. Unfortunately, the boat carrying it sank in a storm.
From the depths of the earth to the depths of the sea.
A sunken ship. Treasure at the bottom of the sea. That would stir any sailor's heart.
If we knew where to find it, could it be salvaged?
The ship's crew drowned, so nobody knows where she sank. Besides, it's a centuries-old rumor. Who's to say it's even true?
Right. No sense in wishing for what can't be gotten. I'm sure there's other material you can use.
Time to call off work so I can go watch Bluriel
Even
stream.
Dial makes a good point sometimes.
Hey, what do you mean even dial?
Even Dial's getting angry.
Saying it like that's just weird, Kamoana.
Even Komoana's getting weird.
All right, so our target is an Earth Pulse point about as big as the one here. Let's start with the closest one and go from there. Which way is it?
The closest one is to the west.
Got it. Lead the way, Laphicet.
My pleasure.
Alright, now we can finally leave. Okay, apparently not.
I lost a bet to a young man, and he dared me to prove my courage by sailing out to a Class 4 island. Now, I can handle myself, but man, it ain't fun and games there. I nearly got killed by demons.
You actually stepped foot on a Class 4 island?
Not even. I was still approaching it by ship when this stuff that looked like spider silk started spreading round. These bug-looking demons were using the stuff to try and climb aboard my ship. Damnation! The crew cut those threads as fast as anything, and we got the hell out of there. Whole thing left me bawling.
Well, I'm glad to see you made it out safely. I'd suggest not going near there again.
Oh no, I wasn't planning on it. I had enough of that place to last me a lifetime.
Hey, another Class 4.
Take a
Let's
look at
see.
this.
What do we got here? Oh wow, perfect.
Well, well. Now
An
here's a
actual
fine haul.
perfect.
This recipe looks real tasty.
Scout ship.
Okay. One more.
I understand why the Abbey turned this island. The waters here are filled with rapid sea currents. Make a single wrong turn of the rudder, and your ship will be capsized just like that. Not to mention the fog and all the storms that pass by. It must be nearly impossible to escape.
Aye. To get on and off this island, you'd need a vast store of nautical knowledge and a skilled hand.
Thanks to your curse, Eisen, we've gotten good enough to handle rough seas like this.
The storm that kicked up when we made our escape was huge, and all we had were 3 novice sailors. Thinking back on it, we had some seriously good luck.
Yeah. Yeah.
The first mate told me we're going to be looking for an Earth Pulse thingy, right? The ship's ready to leave whenever. Do you want to depart now?
Leave now. It's where?
It's here! This is the Earth Pulse point!
Nothing but open water as far as the eye can see. Is your Earth Pulse point down below?
Most of this world is covered by ocean, so of course there'd be a lot of Earth Pulse points in the deep sea.
But surely even the Abbey would have a hard time containing a Therian underwater, right?
Looks like this one's a bust then.
Sorry, everyone.
Hold on. We've seen a bug Therian. You don't think there could be fish as well?
You may have a point. I think I have just a solution for this.
You do?
This.
What?
Fishing.
Don't give me that look. I'll have you know this is Fujibayashi's rod. This baby's 9 feet long, made from a single piece of the finest bamboo aged 5 years, with a slow 60-40 action that almost feels alive when it bends. Its exquisitely wrapped handle feels like an extension of your own arm. And just look at that elegant black lacquer finish. It's as perfect a fishing rod as there can be.
I'm sure it's a lovely fishing pole, but fishing? Are you sure? This is a Therian we're talking about.
All the more reason. Remember who you travel with.
Okay?
Alright, if no one else will, I'm going to veto this fishing idea.
Aw, come on, let's give it a shot. Besides, I'm hungry. Even if all we catch is fish, at least we'll have dinner.
I'd love to have me some koi or sockeye salmon.
Don't encourage them. How do you attach the hook to the line? Like this?
You don't go fishing much, do you?
It's just been a while. I used to go fishing with my brother sometimes.
This is my first time.
Then we can try it together.
I'll teach you how it's done.
I didn't know you could fish, Eleanor.
Yeah, when I was little, Old Man Tenny taught me. He was from my village. I've caught at least 100 triot loaches over the years.
Wow, that's a lot of fish.
Those two really get along. If I didn't know better, I'd think she's his sister, not his vessel.
Eleanor certainly got Lafisette's number. Better watch out, Velvet, or she'll steal him away.
Makulu, stop
Laphicette.
stirring up trouble.
Let's get the line set up properly. First, you take it and thread it through the hook, like so.
That looks hard.
Hey.
Once you get the hang of it, you'll be able to do it with your eyes shut.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
Luffy!
Huh? You mean me?
Oh, I was just... Be careful there. Wouldn't want you falling into the water or anything.
I'm not a little kid, you know.
It's just that Luffy fell in once. A long time ago.
Luffy? You mean your younger brother?
That's right. You reminded me of him is all.
If you say so. Is that all you wanted to say to me?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay then. I'm going back to fishing with Eleanor.
People aren't as easily swapped in and out as fish hooks, are they?
Is that supposed to mean something?
Oh, Velvet, you gotta get it a lot tighter than that. Here, let me take a look at it.
Huh? Oh, all right. Can I have my rod?
Hey, don't rush me here. If I don't get this squared away now, it'll just cause you trouble later.
I appreciate the effort and all, but do you seriously think we'll actually catch a Therian here?
Beats me, but the first mate hasn't met a fish he can't catch.
Huh. Aizen's really that accomplished of a fisherman?
Talk Makulu first.
If you truly admired the fishies, you'd never dream of doing this to them. No matter how tasty the bait, it's a poor trade for a barbed hook in the lip and a cruel death in the unforgiving air.
I don't admire fish. Fish exist to be caught and eaten. as far as I'm concerned.
Can't argue there. Raw, boiled, or grilled with a little salt. You can't go wrong. And if they're nothing but food to you, even their wretched squirms of agony can hold a kind of beauty.
Old Man Tenny sounds like he was a real goofball.
Definitely. He used to say the weirdest things while we'd be fishing, just to make me laugh.
Like what?
Oh, it was all nonsense, but
Can I
it was
go
funny to
inside
me.
up there?
Silly stuff like... Pepero Popper...
Yeah, that's silly, all right.
Those two look like they're having fun.
Nice.
Hey, Eisen, how about a competition? Let's see who can catch the biggest fish.
Don't be ridiculous. Fishing is a solitary battle. It's about meditation and self-control.
Ooh, aren't you the philosophical one all of a sudden?
But I suppose. I can't deny I really want to put this rod to the test.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Whenever I find a good sword, there's nothing I want to do more than to swing it.
Sure enough. There's just something about good equipment that gets the blood pumping.
Yeah. Although in my case, it's usually more like blood spurting.
A bit too much blood either way, if you ask me.
Listen, we're fishing no matter what. Wouldn't a competition be better for getting that blood of yours pumping?
Fine. You're on. But we both know already how this is gonna end.
You can plan all the victory speeches you like, but fishing is like life. Doesn't always go the way you think it will. You ready? Let's do this.
At what point did the Therian hunt turn into a contest?
Hey, Velvet! I've got your rod all set up for you. This thing could even catch a whale if you wanted to. The rest is up to you. Now get out there and fish up a big one.
A Therian, you mean? Might as well give it a shot. It's not like anyone else
Is this
remembers
the
what we're
thing
here
at the
for.
beginning?
Oh, something's pulling the line.
Stay calm. Fishing isn't about strength, it's about timing.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Here it comes. You ready?
Damn right I am. I'll fillet it before it can even land.
If it's a Therian, don't you dare kill it.
Now!
Heave.
Treasure chest?
Well, what do you know? Neither a fish nor a Therian.
Well, shoot. Can't eat that.
Oh,
It looks like it fit you though, Laffy said. Why don't you try it on?
I concur. Maybe it'll bring out his unique personality.
my unique personality, huh?
See? What did I tell you? It looks great on you, Laffy said.
You really think so?
Yeah, brings out your special charm, kiddo.
Oh,
Come on,
gosh.
back to Therian fishing.
Oh.
Hey, you don't need to take it so seriously.
I have to catch the Therian. Maybe then Velvet will see me for who I am.
Not a bite.
Oh, quit your grumbling. Who was it who said fishing doesn't always go how you think it will?
Spoken like a true, heartless pirate.
Oh, hey! I've got something!
Whoa, looks like I'm next.
Why are we just pulling up cosmetics?
Not a single decent catch.
I think it's decent.
Huh?
Is he putting them all on? Oh gosh.
You found a look all your own. Ah, the vagaries of youth.
You don't take half measures, do you, kid?
What's wrong, Laphicet?
You look ridiculous. Take that off.
Stop it! What do you know about me anyway?
I know that looks silly on you.
All you know is you're Laffy.
Hey, Velvet, something's pulling on your rod.
Huh? Oh.
It's a big one.
Give it everything you've got.
I know what I'm doing.
Wow.
It's a big one, all right, but...
A pot. Yay.
What's inside the pot?
What's a pot doing out here?
There's something inside it.
Okay, is it normal or is it the Therian?
An octopod?
I wish they'd stop making those noises.
Watch out! They're armed to the squeak, and they're shouting, "Let's squeak a ring!"
Must you?
See this? See this?
Victory is
that
ours.
was really easy.
Phew, that was scary.
Be more careful before you approach a suspicious object.
You think Laffy would have stayed back?
That has nothing to do with this.
Hold on. There's something else inside.
The monster pot.
Now we gotta fight the shambling dead?
A zombie pot!
For a bunch of dead guys, they're awfully, fleshy.
Further support for the healthy octopus diet.
Ow!
One down. Victory is ours.
I think it's a monster
An
pot.
octopus army? A horde of undead? What the hell is this pot?
Magnificent. To think I'd get to see one with my own eyes.
Huh? Is there something special about this creepy old pot?
Creepy, you say? That's why these things need to be left to the professionals. Listen and behold. This is none other than a water jug made by the potter Groon during King Clauden's reign. It was a legendary, once-in-a-millennium masterpiece, but it was lost in the Second Warring States period 200 years ago. Assertive yet not ostentatious, the piece draws you in with its stately curves and the subtle shimmer of its colors, which belie a hidden savagery.
2 lectures in one day. Yeah, he's talking gibberish, but that's men in general, I suppose.
The lost glazing technique of the Orosaurin is so vibrant, it looks like it could start moving at any moment. Huh?
Is that a Therian?
Oh, and start moving it did.
Look out! The pot's a demon!
Armored.
Whatever you guys do, make sure you don't smash it!
So, can I slash it?
That's even worse!
Stop arguing and fight already!
Eat it! Don't escape! Protect the fight and move! Damn it! Quickness!
Earthquake!
Don't escape! Let's go! Let's go! Armor pressure! Hold on! Don't Hurricane! Shooting star! Hurricane!
Light heal up!
Armor crusher!
Storm!
Crusher! Pull out! Pour forward! Pour forward! Go! Hurricane! Punch! Go! Pull out!
Take the skies!
Pour forward! Hurricane! Step! Punch! Hurricane! Crusher! Pull out! Good! Hurricane!
And I'm done again.
Too slow!
Light heal up!
Crusher! Eat it! Hurricane! Double haze! Crusher! Eat it! Hurricane! Crusher! Eat it!
Here it comes!
Crusher! Eat it! How's that?
Walls of Auburn!
Shooting star! Eat it! How's that? Armor crusher!
Light heal up!
Armor crusher! Crusher! Pull out!
Rain down!
For three!
I can't dodge the side for that.
Crusher! Pull out! Hurricane! Double hit!
Light heal up!
Pull out! No escape! Crusher! Eat it! Bubble! Wind blast! Jade wave! Pour forward! No escape! Good! Let's go!
And it just stunned 3 of us.
No escape!
Light heal up!
Crusher! Double haze! Let's go! Let's go! Blast step! Armor crusher! Tremble! Hurricane! Blast step! Crusher!
Light heal up!
Blast step!
Crusher!
Eat it!
Whoa there!
Jade wave!
Here it comes!
For three! Crusher! Tremble! Blast! Hurricane! Eat it! No escape! Crusher! Pull out! Caution! Crusher! Pull out! Crusher! Jade wave!
Take the sky!
Pull out! Double haze! Deception! Let's go! Shooting star! Let's go!
Light heal up!
No escape!
Look at this happen!
Let's go! 1, 2! Hurricane! I'll stop you! Hurricane! Tremble! Blast step! Let's go! Do this! Pull forward!
This thing sucks.
Hurricane! Hurricane! We've got some pain in motion! Quickness! We've got some pain in motion! Quickness! Double haze! Deception! Crusher! Pull out! Jade wave! Crusher! Pull out! Shooting star! Crusher! Armor crusher! Hurricane! Crusher!
I'm just getting stunned over and over again.
Armor crusher! Eat it! Deception! Let's go! 1, 2! Too slow! Shooting star! Armor crusher! Deception! Crusher! Pull out! Shooting star! Wind blast! Crusher! Pull out! No escape! Good! Crusher! Pull out!
I can't do anything.
Nice one! Crusher! 1, 2! Hurricane! Crusher! Pull out! Pull out! Shooting star! No escape! Caution! See this? Too slow! For 1! Hold stop! Crusher! Pull out! Double haze! Crusher! Eat it!
I tried dodging.
Hurricane! Good! No escape! Jig! Crusher! Pull out! Bubble! Wind blast! Caution! Crusher! Eat it! Let's go! Pull out! Bubble! Caution! Double hit!
No, I can't switch anybody out. No,
Pull out!
wounds that won't heal.
Light heal up.
Eat it! Bubble! No escape!
Holy serpent! Burn down! Shadow flow! Turning moon!
No escape! Smash them! No last! Tremble! Blast them! Place the wind! Place them! Air thrust!
Zero impact!
Nice one! Eat it! Nice one!
Yay, stun!
I can heal the wounds, but I can't
Nice
heal
one.
the pain!
Eat it!
Clear way! Too slow!
Bubble!
What in the world?
Nice one! Good!
I can heal the wounds. Invigorate us! Heal the pain! Take the sky! I said! I can heal the wounds, but I can't heal the pain! Take the sky!
No escape!
Crimson Sun!
Eat it!
I can heal the wounds, but I can't heal the pain! First aid! Walls of Auburn! Light heal up!
Good!
Earthdrake! Holy serpent!
Forget the pain!
Light heal up! Holy serpent!
Eat it!
First aid!
Let's go! Eat it!
First aid! Walls of Auburn!
Let's go!
Lots more!
Good! I'm
Light heal up!
This pod is stupid. We don't have any BG, so I can't do anything. I can't fucking do anything.
I said! Clear way! Invigorate us! I'll help you! Take the first aid! I can heal the light heal up! What's happened? First aid! Healing circle!
Blast them!
I can heal the wounds, but I can't heal the pain! Clear! Healing circle! Holy serpent! What's happened?
This tiny little pace is just awful. I can't do anything. He's just sitting here stunning us.
I can heal the wounds, but I can't heal the pain! Healing circle! How could I be so weak?
Nice, I've only used 6 life bottles.
Heal the wounds, but I can't heal the pain! We're on top!
Good!
So I'm gonna die.
I can heal the wounds, but I can't heal the pain! First aid! Healing circle! I'll help you!
I wish I could have like done something to like help with stun or anything.
I can heal us! Here's true!
Forget the pain and move! Quickness! Forget the pain and move!
Blade, here's true!
Quickness!
Go get him, you three!
Please just die. What the heck?
Nice one. Nice one.
No, just kill him, guys, since you're gonna take all the orbs. I'm just gonna go. Go for it. Thanks.
Whew. I thought we were done for.
It's finally decided.
Wait, Velvet! Don't eat it!
It's a pot. I'm not gonna eat it.
I guess there weren't any Therians to be found here after all.
Yeah, if there'd have been any, you'd think ol' Eisen's Reaper curse would have drawn him out.
Oh, so that's why all we caught today were weird, useless things.
Right. I forgot about the curse. So all this was Eisen's fault, huh?
Funny how quickly you get used to it.
Oh, my power didn't end up helping us out at all.
Nope.
Yep.
Hmm.
But I know you're not the type to give up after a little setback. Isn't that right, Fee?
Huh? Fee?
It's your nickname. Not a whole lot of thought put into it, but... You're you. You're Fee.
Velvet.
Fee. I like it. It has personality.
Thanks.
Of course, if you still feel like giving up.
No, I'm gonna find us the next Earth Pulse point.
Oh, hey. There's something else inside the pot. This golden luster, it's orichalcum! I get it now. This must be where that ship sank all those years ago. The one Kurogane told us about.
Hell yeah! Kurogane might actually be able to make me an orichalcum sword. Nice find, Eisen. You too, Laphicet.
It wasn't easy, but we didn't come away empty-handed. And just getting a chance to fish again was lots of fun.
Yeah, I had a really good time too.
Even I was entertained. Especially your little costume show, kiddo.
The sun's going down soon. Let's head back to Titania.
Hey, there we go. Back to normal.
Alright.
Oh, that what to make now? Someone is killed and recovering from Tyrion to oh, I'm gonna make that a lot.
What else do they have in common?
What are you up to?
I'm compiling everything we know about Earth Pulse points, starting with what the ones in Ward Forest and Palamedes have in common. I'll compare those points with the ones that didn't have any Therians. Then, I'll factor in everything I currently know about the Abbey's deployments. Once that's done, I'll match all that information against what we know about the locations Laphicet was able to sense. When that's completed, we should be able to tell which locations are more likely to house a Therian.
You're really going all out, aren't you?
Must you sound so incredulous? If you're going to do something, then give it your all. There's no other way to live.
Right. I'm counting on you then.
I'm not doing this for you. This is for me and for Laphicet. Do you even understand why that boy's trying so hard?
Yeah, I do.
Laphicet! I spy! I spy! I can't, Kamawana. I've got stuff to... I spy with my little eye! Something that starts with V! Okay, I'll try. Is it... Velvet? No fair! How'd you do it so fast? Wait, Kamawana, I'm sorry. You don't have to cry.
Poor Fee.
Oh, hey, Velvet. You don't mind if I give Kurogane that orichalcum you fished up, do you?
Doesn't matter to me. But do you really think you can make a weapon with that?
I don't know. What does the expert think?
Conventionally, no, it's impossible. But when has convention ever stopped a demon?
I won't argue that.
We're dealing with the hardest metal in existence. But I'm ready to cast aside all doubt, to focus everything on forging my greatest creation.
If anybody can do it, it's you. Good luck, Kurogane.
Yeah, best of luck. If you can make Rokuro stronger, you'll be helping me out too.
I wonder if it would only make one dagger.
Have you been practicing your dove impression, Velvet?
What? No.
Now. A performer in Magilu's menagerie has to be more diligent than that. What if we're stopped at a checkpoint and the guards ask you to perform a trick?
If that happens, I'll show them my trick where I devour an entire witch faster than the blink of an eye.
Oh, that would be a sight indeed. But seriously, if you ever want some magic tricks up your sleeve, let me know and I'll teach you some. Just 10,000 gold each.
I'm sure it's 10,000 each.
Hey, what do you say we track down another Therian?
Sure. From what I can tell, the next closest Earth Pulse point is near the center of Midgand.
Midgand, huh? The capital's not far from there. I wonder how things are now that Griffin's gone, though.
Only one way to find out.
Maybe so, but Aizen's not here, you know.
You're right. I haven't seen him in a while. We should probably ask Benwick where he wandered off to.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Oh, never
Hold
mind.
on. There's a letter here. On pretty cutesy stationery, too. Let's just have a quick look-see. As the cold turns bitter and the snow piles up on the mountains, I cannot help but think of you and hope you are in good cheer. As for myself, I am the same as ever, although I recently acquired a rare item that I shall be sending your...
It's rude to read other people's letters.
I know who that's to.
Yeah, but how else are we supposed to find out whose it is?
Does it say who the sender is?
Uzfamiwu Wexov.
Who the hell is that?
Probably someone on this island, if I had to guess. Hey! Anybody lose a letter?
Do any of these folks look like the type to write a fancy
Ravens.
letter?
Point taken.
It could be one of the pirates. Why don't we go to the docks and ask around?
Fine, just don't forget our mission.
Yeah.
No reply this time either?
But she's doing okay. I can say's that much.
That's good to hear. I can rest easy then.
Now's about getting that pot wrapped. I's got this new sunflower printer. How's that sound?
Yeah, that one's cute enough. Let's go with that.
Did he just say shoot?
Help you with something?
Someone dropped this letter. Do you have any idea who it may...
You didn't read it, did you?
Wait, it's yours?
We didn't read it. Much.
You really didn't read it?
No, of course not.
Put this letter in with the package.
Who's got it? When you ship with the Turtles Express, rest assured your mail is in good hands.
Oh man.
If you're done here, we're ready to head out. Our destination is Midgand.
Yeah, I'm all set.
Was he sending a gift to someone? And with a letter, too.
Gotta be a lady friend, that's for sure.
You think? Either way, that letter was really polite. And did you see that penmanship?
Yeah, I didn't know old Reeps had it in him.
I can hear you two, you know.
Ah!
Whoops.
I noticed you've come up with your little name for the kid. You sure are the sentimental type, aren't you?
Oh? Calling him Fee doesn't cost me anything, and it's not like I gave it much thought.
That may be the case, but no one else has taken even that token effort. And in doing so, I wonder if maybe you were trying to encourage him to be his own being. After all, one requires a name before he can consider his own identity. Having been given a name, he realizes he is his own entity, separate from others, and a certain formless essence comes to life inside him. And you're the one who set that process in motion for the kid. Whether you intended to or not, you changed him from a puppet into a living being.
So what's your point?
I've been with you since the start of this journey, haven't I? Wouldn't kill you to give me a nickname, would it?
Dead
I
weight.
never really thought of us as being that close. And besides, you just forced your way into the group.
Come now! I know you've got a bigger heart than that! Surely you have it in you to give a nickname to a dear friend!
We're not dear friends. And even if we were, I'm not good at nicknames anyway.
Please, I'm begging you!
Okay then. Moggy.
Oh, come on, that's so obvious! Can't you put some heart into it for your dear friend?
Fine. Lou.
Do I look like an old man to you? You're not even trying!
Okay then. Witchy McWitcherton.
Interesting. Well, if I had to rank it against 1,000 other nicknames, I'd probably put it at number 1011. A nickname needs to have charm. It needs to leave a lasting impression.
Sure then. Hattie.
Now you're just saying what you see!
Book skirt.
That's not any better either!
Ms. Creepy Eyes.
That's just an insult! Look, no nicknames based on what you see, and especially no slandering!
Lil Miss Witch who smiles around you but stabs you in the back when you're not looking.
Hey, that's personal information!
Look, I told you. I'm not good at coming
Oh
up
no,
with
I like that
nicknames.
last nickname.
Forget it! I should have known this wouldn't work!
Yikes. Better watch what we say from now on.
Yeah.
Aizen, what happened to those octopuses?
Dial and Kurogane took them to the kitchen. They said they were going to make dinner for Kamoana.
They're going to feed demons to her?
Etheria needs malevolence to survive.
That's why they carried them off alive.
What do they plan on making?
Octopus ink pasta with takoyaki and fried octopus on the side, and Hellavesian octopus carpaccio.
Do they have a takoyaki pan here at the prison?
Kurogane hammered one out with some iron, along with a large pot for the pasta.
Still looking like that? Takoyaki would hit the spot right about now, though.
Octopus ink pasta, huh?
Like squids, octopuses release ink as a defensive mechanism, but theirs is made of different stuff and is used in other ways. Squid ink is stickier and acts like a decoy, but octopus ink spreads out like a cloud of smoke. But squid ink has 30 times the savory flavor, so octopus ink isn't used in pasta all that often.
Luffy told me the same thing. He said that's why octopus ink pasta isn't very good.
Luffy said that?
Yeah, so I ended up not making it for him. But I wonder... I guess it doesn't matter, since I can't taste it now.
I'll taste it for you then. So make me some octopus ink pasta sometime, alright?
Alright, and I'll be sure to make some that doesn't come from demons.
Hey, who did Aizen send that letter and cooking pot to anyway?
I don't want to think about it. That walloping still stings.
You've got to be curious though, right?
Maybe.
It was serious stuff. Whoever it is must be important to him. A lover, maybe.
Aizen's lover.
A child wouldn't be happy with that cooking pot, and a man wouldn't want it wrapped up so pretty. A young woman with Aizen's tastes, then. He'd be bound to fall for a miraculous match like that, right?
I don't know. I bet she's that girl with the yellow umbrella.
You really have a thing for her, don't you?
I do not. That's not what I mean.
Then pray tell, what do you mean?
Huh?
Eavesdropping, Eleanor? How unseemingly rude of you. Besides, Luffy said is free to like whomever he chooses.
You're one to talk about eavesdropping, Moggy Lou. Anyway, it's just that the sunflower design on the wrapping reminded me of her.
Now that you mention it, but does it really matter? He has someone to write to in any case.
True. I can't help but feel a bit envious.
What a nice way of summing it up, Velvet. So you were eavesdropping too, then?
Jeez.
Say, what do you think of
Past,
Horizon?
like, hours been just
So
these
that's the kind of guy
cutscenes.
you're into, hmm?
Huh. Not what I'd expect, but...
No! I just feel there's something different about him. The way he picks presents, the objects that catch his eye.
Oh, is that all? Boring.
No kidding. All men have some kind of particular interest, big or small.
I suppose that's true, but he seems a bit, shall we say, overly obsessive?
Now that you mention it, he does have a tendency to ramble on about various topics.
And it's not just the items he collects.
There's more to it?
Every weekend, he eats curry for dinner, and every time we go into port, he docks at the 3rd bollard.
Come to think of it, I heard the galley crew complaining that he always needs his pasta cooked exactly the right way.
And when he needs a new outfit, he always goes to the same tailor and returns with identical clothes and boots. It all has to be exactly the same size and in exactly the same color. Turtle says he's very nitpicky.
Sounds like he's not so much picky as he is a pain in the ass.
But I do see a different side of him now. I thought pirates were all rough and filthy, but it seems they can be quite meticulous.
Not much of a reassessment.
Oh my gosh.
It must not feel great only ever getting tails, I bet.
Nah, I don't really mind that much. It's way too late for me to start letting that bother me.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be nice to get heads at least once? Hell, I know I'd like to see that, and I bet Laphicet here does too.
Yeah, I do.
Right? That's why I've brought something a little special. Ta-da!
What's so special about that coin? It looks identical to the one Aizen already has.
The front side does, yes. But both sides of the coin are actually heads. I had Kurogane make it for me custom. If both sides are heads, then not even the Reaper's curse can
Watch
stop
it land on its side.
Well, yeah, but that's cheating. What's the point in getting heads if it's rigged that way?
It's not cheating. It's called effort and hard work.
How?
If you always work hard and never give up, you'll make your own way forward. All right, I'm in. I'll get that heads for you.
What?
That crow just flew off with the coin!
Those birds are attracted to shiny objects, I suppose. Damn it! I can't even win against a crow.
Don't sweat it. I figured something like this might happen, so I had a backup ready. Go on, give it a shot. You'll show that curse who's boss this time.
All right, here goes.
I don't believe it! Now Prince Percival's griffin's gone and eaten the other coin right out of the air!
Are you kidding
Oh
me?
my gosh.
Not to worry, I've got a spare backup. It's time to put that curse on notice.
Right. Here I go.
You gotta be kidding me. Reaper's curse or not, does it really have to go this far over a damn coin?
Oh my
It's fine,
gosh.
really. I had a feeling it'd turn out like this.
Well, I sure didn't.
Yeah, me neither.
Coin just blew up.
May I ask you a question?
What?
You're an Earth Moloch, yes? Why live on the sea when your kind sinks in water?
I live on the sea because I'm an Earth Moloch.
I'd be curious to hear more.
Ifrid used to go on about how we should accept what we were born with. But one time he joked about the idea of a pirate who couldn't swim, and he laughed and laughed. I wanted to clobber him right then and there, but it wouldn't have changed the fact that I can't swim. I didn't want some predestined elemental affinity to control who I was. Instead, I underwent tough training to overcome it.
Well, I guess that's one way to approach it. Did this training of yours bear any fruit?
Well, as soon as I stepped into a river, a big flood brought down a landslide from the mountains and swallowed me up. Then, when I tried going into a lake, the seaweed suddenly multiplied and tangled around my body, nearly drowning me. And then finally, when I tried jumping into the ocean, a huge whirlpool formed with me at its very center.
Huh. The Reaper's curse at play?
As far as I'm concerned, my Earth affinity and my Reaper's curse aren't much different, in that they've both shackled me since I came into being. This is about pushing and challenging the constraints I was born with.
So, did you eventually learn how to swim?
Pretty much, yeah. As long as I never let go of my portable life preserver.
Oh, huh.
Hey, Eisen, is there, anything we can do about the Prince's hawk? Griffin, I mean. Every day, it goes out on these hunts or whatever, and brings back the weirdest stuff. It's making a real mess out of the deck.
Hawk's hunt? What's the big deal?
Well, yeah. At first it was bringing back good stuff like seaweed and fish, things we could cook with. Sure, I was glad for a while. But then it started to escalate. Now we're talking 150 kilo amber cants and 350 kilo killer swordfish that it's catching.
That's not a bad thing, is it? It just means more to eat.
It is when they're being dropped from the sky onto the deck. Especially those killer swordfish and razor-sharp bills. What if somebody gets run through by one?
Can't you just warn the prince that his bird needs to be more careful?
Yeah, we could, but he looks so happy watching his hawk, I'd hate to spoil it for him.
Yeah, the prince looks so happy whenever Griffin is flying free. He kept grinning and asking Grocky all nice-like if he wanted to fly some more.
Grocky?
That's what Kamawana kept calling Griffin. She says she came up with it by combining Griffin and Hawk.
This is probably the first time in the prince's life that he's tasted any freedom. His whole life, he's only done what duty dictated of him. Letting Griffin fly was his first free act. To the prince, Grocky's an extension of who he is.
So what are we going to do?
Nothing, really. It's not like it really hurt anybody.
But it's punctured some major holes on the deck!
I'm sure even the prince knows when to rein it in. Let him have a little fun. He deserves it.
I don't know about all that. I'd say the prince is letting his newfound freedom get the better of him. Hey, I was just up on deck and it looks like Griffin's caught an elephant tuna this time.
An elephant tuna? That's the really big tuna that can swallow a killer whale whole, right?
That almost sounds like a demon to me.
Yep, huge fish, gills like elephant ears. I saw it myself. From the looks of it, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a demon. It's crazy valuable. On a good day, it can fetch 20 million gold on the market. But there's something ominous about seeing it hovering in the air above the ship.
20 million gold? I take back everything I said. The prince and Griffin can do whatever they want.
Did she say above the ship?
Oh, hell. Benwick, we need to stop Prince Percival.
Aye, aye, sir. Hey! Don't drop that on the deck! Are you listening to me?
Oh gosh. Let's see. Midhand is that one? Yeah. West hand. East quarter, crustacean quarter. Let's go Port Saxon. Any stops on the way? Nope, one on the way. Okay.
The boss has given me a message for you. Says there's some sort of nasty demon running around in the Eldina Plains, to the east of Logris.
Okay.
She thought it might be the one you're looking for.
Wasn't the Eastern Highway closed off from Logris?
I think they opened it.
That was only temporary. It's back open now. If you follow the road, you'll reach Stonebury Village. There you'll find one of ours who actually saw the demon. You want to know more? That'd be a good place to start.
It sounds like we got a place to start.
Hey, that's the same direction I sensed the—
Give Tabitha our thanks.
Let's not mention those.
It's looking more and more like we're on the right track. We ought to go check out that Bloodwing story.
Then let's start by going to Stonebury.
Hey, Eisen, did I say something wrong back there?
No. I just didn't think we needed to give the Bloodwings any information for free.
Huh?
He means the Earth Pulse points, kid. We're the only ones who know about them.
But aren't we on the same side as the Bloodwings?
We're not enemies with them. But I wouldn't go so far as to call them our friends either.
That's just how it goes in the underworld. Things can change at the drop of a hat. A poison hat.
But how are they supposed to trust us if we don't show them trust in kind?
That messenger knew our faces, even though we'd never met. He was here waiting for us, even though we hadn't told anyone where we were going.
You're right!
We hardly know the first thing about them, and yet they seem to know every move we make.
They could easily sell us out if it struck their fancy.
They'll work with us as long as we're a useful ally in their resistance against the Abbey. But the more tricks we can keep up our sleeve, the better.
We've got each other's back, but only as long as we hold a knife up our sleeve. That's what counts as trust in the underworld.
That sounds terrible. But at least you can trust that Tabitha's cooking will be tasty.
Can't argue that.
Curry. More of them?
This is everyone's first time to Stonebury, right?
Why was it blocked off? Demons?
No, there was a great tornado on the Eldina Plains that swallowed up a whole merchant caravan. Hundreds gone in an instant.
The cooling of the climate is causing bouts of odd weather. Thunderstorms, heavy downpours, and the like.
Correct. The Abbey
Interesting.
is keeping a tight guard on traffic through the affected areas.
If it's open now, that must mean the tornado is gone.
I wonder what sort of place it is.
It's quite lovely. In the vast forest to the east, you can find gemstones, and it's teeming with rare plants and insects. The locals trade only as much meat and hides as they need, and they live peaceful, quiet lives.
You sure know a lot about this place.
It's where the Norman he first fell in love with grew up.
Yeah! Please don't embarrass me. Though we are apart from each other now, our hearts are still as one.
Immediately after you and I made our pact and set off, she fell in love with some macho Norman and moved away.
What? Why haven't I heard about this? How long have you known?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I found out during my long search for you. Or maybe it was right after we left. I remember leaving something in the village and going back to... Oh well, not like it matters.
It does matter!
There's no sense in crying over a fickle girl. Come, Stonebury awaits.
Eldina Plains, level 46. Level 46. Which one maximum souls characters rank? Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to get like +3s on most of this stuff.
The Eastern Plain. I hear that the people of Stoneberry are He talks tough, but he was really worried.
What kind of a...
My husband's an architect. Even he's been at the docks here on a job. He just...
These people don't care.
Why did your apprentice go...
He's young and talented. He said he wanted to help create a new town.
A craftsman has to focus on his work.
But my husband didn't disown him. That boy's very...
So you understand...
I didn't say that. If he thinks he has the talent, he's free to do as he likes. But if he doesn't follow through with it to the end, I'll be done with him.
Did you hear that? He thinks if you ever find yourself in Stone...
Right.
Sorry about my husband.
Don't worry about it. I'm pretty...
Hey, what's...
I'm so happy things have been peaceful. I heard that those demons that made a mess of but Shepherd Artorias and the fine folks...
Let's hope that's...
Of course it is! Lord Artorias...
Your love for the Abbey and the Shepherd are great and all, but... There's a rage-crazed girl out there who hates the Abbey.
She sounds...
That's what I hear.
Who are you calling a...
Does SG completely use extreme markets? Guess if I want it later in the fight, do that.
Let's get started! Make a fast one way! Dragon! Earthquake! Here! Wall down! I'll help you! Here! Wall down! First way down! Face the hermit! Here goes! Wall down!
Double haze! But I'm just
Okay, one's dead. I don't know if he has the other one.
You're not hurt, are you?
No, I'm fine.
The actual ball is paralyzed after a second hit.
Our scout ship has returned!
Okay, I'm fine with 2.
I knew this would be big. What a treasure!
Scout ship depart.
Medium.
You'll be rust on my blade. Double
I refuse to fall here. Don't waste my time.
That was a considerably powerful enemy. I think I've finally gotten used to it.
Used to what?
Your powers. I think I finally got a handle on them in a way that feels right.
That's good. Hopefully you won't faint anymore.
Yeah, and I'll keep learning too. I hope we can make this work out.
Yeah, definitely. Fingers crossed.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Hey! When you and Eleanor made your pact together, she gave you a true name, right? Was it a good one?
True name? What's that?
It's a special name in the ancient tongue given to a Moloch as a necessary step in forming a pact with a human. I gave Bienfu the name Fushicast. It means thing.
That's pretty messed up.
It's just my own little way of showing affection.
So what kind of name did you get, Laphicet? What's the matter? She didn't give you a really weird name like Magulu gave Bienfu, did she? If you're not happy with it, I can talk to Eleanor about it later. So go on and tell me...
I'm fine with it. And I can't tell you anyway.
Well, you don't have to get so worked up about it.
A true name is not something a Moloch just casually divulges to others. They carry a special meaning to us. Speaking it to anyone other than our Pact Keeper carries a special meaning. Between comrades, it means we trust them with our lives. In other cases, it's...
Practically a confession of love!
You could have said something sooner, you know.
Laphicet's at a delicate age. You should be more careful in the future.
Oh, really? It's just another way of showing affection.
Actually, or even we'll walk out of this area.
Food's ready.
That, I suppose, would be good. That is not a normal dragon.
A dragon.
That's gotta be the demon Tabitha wanted us to know about.
It's flying free, but could it still be a Therian?
I just felt an Earth Pulse point. It's that way, somewhere near the top of that mountain.
Let's check it out.
Oh, crap.
A foe worth killing.
No! I never fought that stuff. We have big fire as well. Oh, these are armored. Just a little. What? No.
Can't die here.
Crimson Service, Blazing! Blade Pierce True, Maelstrom! Pierce! Ice Edge! Cooling Tempest!
Too slow! It was a close one, but I am the victor.
Food's ready.
Oh!
Wait, can I not mess with their switching? Oh, those are dragons. Potion that gives 3 souls to an ally in battle may not exceed maximum souls. Okay.
I'll finish this quickly.
Stop fooling around.
I'll finish this quickly.
That's okay, I'm not that interesting, I'm just dying. What did she just use?
I was amazing, wasn't I?
Like, I know that was her special thing, but dear God. I just did 4,000 damage to I think everything there. company if this is gonna be any good. This is still an area that we were at earlier, technically. Stuff hasn't leveled up. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything worthwhile.
I'm extra good at beating up the weak ones.
See this? Killing flash! But I'm this close. I won't miss!
Oh, that one's dead, and the one next to it.
Come on, really?
Doesn't really look like there's much here. I'm disappointing. No. I'm just gonna go back now. Check up here. I might just run back to the town, to be honest, because I have no life bottles, and obviously I need those because I suck. And I'm underleveled by like 13 levels for the next boss area thing that I saw. Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, speaking of which, right there.
Woo! It's a biggie!
Easy peasy. Double
Victory is ours.
There's nothing in the area. These do so much damage.
Food's ready.
I don't think we have a chance.
Your style is really unique.
Woo! It's a biggie!
I refuse to fall here.
Woo! It's a biggie!
squish the bug.
Did you see my complete and utter victory? Did you?
Our scout ship has returned.
Hey, not bad. I'll take it.
A new recipe. I've gotta try it. Scout.
Earn under 20% recovers 40% to everybody. We use a sake. We don't have a lot of sake. We have like 2. We need to do this more too.
Food's ready. It's nothing Are we ready for this?
Double See this?
That didn't kill it yet. Ooh,
Come on, put up some fight, okay?
a lot of damage.
Yeah, I can really feel the earth pulse now. It's up above.
Guess we're in for some mountain climbing then.
I'm just gonna quick save here. Actually. I might go do that fight over there. If I do, I have to grind because that thing is level 46 and yeah. I'm gonna have to grind if I want to do that fight. But yeah, that will be it for today. Let's see if it's streaming. Looks like it. Yeah, a little bit under leveled. which I think is why I'm dying so much. Alright, Ice is streaming now. So I will go ahead and be hosting him. And thanks for coming. And I will see you guys tomorrow. The same time. Have a good rest of your day.